Fed has announced Cardano as new U.S. reserve currency.
Recently, the world's attention has been actively focused on cryptocurrencies. Many large investors actively invest their funds in various crypto projects only because they can bring considerable income. Such a project is Cardano. Welcome to the Crypto Lab channel. Do you think the analysts are right about Cardano? Write the answers in the comments.
Giving away 500 Cardano at the end of the week. One random subscriber will receive Cardano coins. Take a look at the instructions in the comments section. All you need to do is write the word Cardano, watch the video to the end to like and subscribe. The Federal Reserve System yesterday published its own long-awaited study, in which it studied Cardano in detail, voicing the pros and cons of this project. The so-called first step in a public discussion between the Federal Reserve and stakeholders about central bank digital currencies, the 40-page document does not provide clear conclusions about the new digital currency. In general, the report was supposed to be published last summer, however, the publication date was postponed. Instead of withdrawing, the Fed gave an overview of the benefits, calling the acceleration of the electronic payment system. There are several disadvantages that the system named, risks to financial stability, as well as privacy protection while protecting against fraud and other illegal actions. The chairman of the system, J. Powell, was careful and loyal in his words about the CBDC. The main person who supports this concept is the head of the Federal Reserve, Lael Brainerd. She was recently appointed vice chairman of the Federal Open Market Committee. Some Fed officials said they doubted the benefits of the digital dollar. The main difference between the Fed dollar and other digital transactions is that all responsibility for existing digital money lies with commercial banks, and the implementation of CBDC will be handled by the Fed. In the document under discussion, a list of 22 items has been published and feedback from the company has been requested on them. A 120-day period has been appointed. Officials from the Fed said that this report is only the first step in this long process, but it is not known when it will be completed. The report notes that the Fed's initial analysis suggests that a potential US CBDC, if created, would best meet the needs of the United States by being privacy protected, intermediary, widely transferable, and identity proof. Interestingly, the document says that it is not intended to achieve specific policy outcomes and does not contain any position on the ultimate desirability of the digital dollar. The main advantage is the speed of the system, which is controlled by the Fed, for example, in case of such a need as the beginning of the COVID pandemic, to receive payments to people. Now the Fed is developing what it calls the round-the-clock payment and settlement service of the Fed now. According to forecasts, it will be launched in 2023. The latest data from Santiment, published by a well-known cryptanalyst, shows that the number of Cardano addresses with a balance of 10,000 to 1 million ADA has increased by 15,000% since mid-December 2021. The 15,000% increase represents approximately 3,900 wallets that have joined the network since then. The number of ADA wallets is also on the verge of breaking the 3 million mark, as the Cardano network records significant achievements. Cardano's SundaySwap DX, the first of its kind launched on Cardano, also celebrated its first week of operation, during which it registered 7,100,000 TVL and more than 300 active trading pools on the exchange, as indicated in a recent release. IOHK, the parent company of Cardano, also notes that some dApps apps, such as Ada, are expected to debut in the coming weeks. Ada is a Tier 2 solution designed to provide EVM capabilities for non-EVM blockchains. It can also deploy new side chains to work with other smart contract languages. Cardano price action. As previously reported by today.Today, data on the chain from Santiment indicate that the category of holders with a balance of 10,000 to 1 million Cardano is actively accumulating, which indicates the importance of the growth in the number of these addresses. The on-chain analytical firm notes that these investors have more than doubled their assets, accumulating tokens worth $53 million. The Cardano price continues to trade sideways around the $1 mark. Into the block data suggests that the $1 mark is a significant support for the Cardano price, as almost 341,500 addresses previously purchased 7.6 billion ADA near this level. The long-awaited path to a more mature crypto space was accompanied by a marked decline in previously exponential returns, which excited both retail and institutional investors. In the current investment climate, more established tokens are becoming less volatile, and the return on hodling is simply not as great as it once was. Naturally, despite the fact that there are many natural differences in investor portfolios, industry-wide trends mean that today's crypto earnings no longer attract new millionaires en masse. As noted by some of the most prominent cryptanalysts and enthusiasts, the real profits are currently concentrated in the so-called low-capitalization crypto gems, next-generation projects that are still at the beginning of fundraising and are still waiting for this big surge. That's why, to meet the pent-up demand from today's venture capitalists, the team behind Kick.io Launchpad and the Project Accelerator are making every effort to sort out the weeds and bring to market those projects at an early stage that are likely to make a significant contribution to the future of DeFi. Adapted to Cardano-based projects, Blow.io is led by a team of DeFi and traditional finance professionals who strive to broaden their horizons and promote mutual prosperity in the Cardano ecosystem. That's why, at the Peak.io Launchpad, you can find prices for the initial stage that are significantly lower than anywhere else. Supporters of early projects can lock in their bids at an early stage, before a large pop-up window after publication, with the possibility of even higher profits if the project achieves long-term success. Since Cardano may be entering the bull market again, this may be the perfect time for investors to plunge into the initial stage financing, a market that is very much alive and developing. Taking care of the interests of our investors, Kick.io guarantees that only the most reliable and promising projects will get through this. Projects that you will find on the website.io Launchpad was carefully selected by our team, as we work exclusively with fast-growing projects identified using a patented set of predictive markers. To ensure that they fulfill their promises, all projects seeking funding at the initial stage will be launched.io is subject to close monitoring. The live Cardano price today is $1 USD with a 24-hour trading volume of $1,103,000,000. We update our Cardano to USD price in real time. Cardano is down 82% in the last 24 hours. Do you think Cardano will be able to surpass Bitcoin? Write your answers in the comments. For today, I say goodbye to you. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you liked it, then don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel.